Bobby, I always like these models of these stadiums, and yours looks pretty good right here. And the thing that really makes it is that it makes us look huge. We're giants looking in on the stadium here.
But the stadium.
Is this stadium ever going to get bigger?
I believe it is. With the fact we've had 14 home games, they've all been sold out. We have a waiting list now that's up over 3,000 people. I think when that waiting list gets up closer to 8, 9, or 10, we're going to start to see some expansion, maybe some upper decks on either side, maybe some things down in the end zone, because we really need to be number one in the FCS in attendance, Rich.
To get there, you got to have great recruiting classes.
Right.
And you had a big day today.
We did. We had a great day today. 13 Monarchs signed on the dotted line. We filled some needs that we had positionally. Offensive line and defensive back were the most pressing, but I am really excited with this class. This is a dynamic class. It's athletic. There's a lot of speed in this class, and this class is definitely going to make us a better football team.
Well, one thing that everybody in the area notices is that you stuck with the 7-5-7, and you got 2 offensive linemen who were first-team All-Tidewater players in Connor Mewborn and Josh Mann.
We did, Rich. I'm excited we continue to have great success in the 7-5-7. 7 of the 13 kids in this class are from the 7-5-7. We've got 4 from Virginia Beach, 1 from Chesapeake, and 2 from the Peninsula. We signed the Player of the Year in the state in Tyree Lee. You mentioned Josh Mann and Connor Mewborn. That was a need for this football team, was the offensive line, and was signing 2 at the mid-year and now bringing these 2 guys in. This is an exciting class.
And you go to defensive back, Reggie Owens. Let's start right there for a second. This class is deep with defensive backs. You signed 4 that are back there.
That's correct.
But Owens, this is a guy who committed to Duke back in the summer, and you, in a manner of speaking, end up with an ACC player in your ranks.
Yeah, he had interest from schools like Michigan, Syracuse, that he was getting phone calls from. You mentioned Duke. He ran a great time when he went down to their camp. And the fact that he came here for his visit on December 10th, which was a great weekend for Old Dominion. 6 of the 9 that came here committed off of that weekend, and he was here that weekend. He loved it. His parents loved it. And the fact that we're now able to recruit and sign players that are being recruited by BCS schools shows you how much our program is growing.
Well, let's go to the other guy that falls into that category, Dontez Tyler, defensive end from Hertford County. And this is a guy who committed to Maryland back in the summertime. And things happen, and all of a sudden he lands on your doorstep. Talk about how good he could be.
Yeah, Dontez Tyler is a really interesting story, and something that happens in recruiting. As you mentioned, committed to Maryland, and they have a coaching change there. Comes on our campus, sees the environment, gets caught up, and it says, I want to be at Old Dominion. It's really an amazing story.
Defensive ends are known to chase quarterbacks, and you chased one all the way to Atlanta to get him. That's a good segue. Come
That's
on.
a very good segue. I had no idea where you were going.
And you get Taylor Heineke out of this mix.
Right.
This guy, tomorrow, is going to be named one of the top 50 players by Old Spice's Red Zone National Players of the Year.
How about that?
How do you get this guy, Bobby?
That's another amazing story. I mean, this thing started back, we're up playing a game at Monmouth, and Alonzo Brandon, our vice president for development, is on a shuttle bus and meets his trainer. They exchange business cards. One thing leads to another. The dad sends the video to us. Ron Whitcomb, our quarterback coach, evaluates it and comes to me and says, Coach, this guy can run our system. He's very